Or do cartwheels. Face your fears.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Hello. Look, I can wear sort of fun outfits when I'm not literally crawling on the floor. This is a little uneven. Do I go shoulder up or shoulder off? Classy? Sassy. We're going sassy. My studio barn that the contractors have been working on for just about a month now, if not more, is finally done. I'm so happy. Good. Hi. It's not furnished right now, obviously. Now I can start whatever I need to make that a filming studio, storage. Really, really exciting and a little bit overwhelming. Yeah, I just thought that for a video this week, chill video where I take you through all the changes that the studio has gone through. It's made a pretty big transformation, especially up in the attic, so I thought that would be fun. I haven't really thought too much about it. You know, I don't think about things until the second I need to. Listen, there's not a lot of capacity up in here, so I need to make my choices wisely. After the tour is complete, I figured we could sit down and I could talk about what I've been up to and what I plan to do this summer. I have some exciting news. I'm not sure I'm supposed to tell you, but I'm probably gonna tell you anyways. I'm not pregnant. Stop. Because I haven't done like a sit down chatty kind of thing in a while. For those of you who care about that, you can stick to the end. For those of you who only care about the tour, everybody gets what they want. Whenever it comes down to home stuff, Nick and I usually try to do things DIY because we are grade A cheapskates. This was way out of our wheelhouse and so much needed to be done that it would have taken us 3 years to do. Never want to spend any money ever again, basically. My wallet hurts. I kind of want to throw up every time I think about how much this actually cost. I hope it doesn't come off as that I'm not grateful or that I'm bragging or anything. We are very, very lucky to have found this house that had a barn attached to it that could be made into a studio. Without you, I would not have been able to do any of this. Brought to you, no, how does it go? By you, for you, and all about you. And it's a business expense, so that makes me feel a little bit better about how much money it cost. Not by much, but it's something. Well, now I can't move, so now's a good time to mention that this video is sponsored. So I guess while I'm trapped because she found an ant. Never mind. Here is sponsor Rachel with a quick 1-minute ad. Armpits. Do I have your attention? So today's tour is brought to you, no, that's kind of a Sesame Street way of doing things. The sponsor for today's video is Native. They are another brand that I've been working with for a couple years now and I absolutely love them. I started using them for their aluminum-free deodorant, but they have since then branched out to body wash, toothpaste. I never thought that I would need so many options for what my deodorant smells like, but their options are amazing. One of my favorite smells of theirs is just their coconut and vanilla. It's pretty much my go-to. This time they sent me a care package with their new plastic-free packaging, which is really, really cool. Look like that, 100% plastic-free, which makes me feel a lot better about my consumption of plastic products. A lot better for Mother Earth. The smells are They even have a summer scent collection with pina colada, ginger mule. I'm telling you, there's options. For Pride Month, they did donate $50,000 to the Trevor Project, just an added bonus. So yeah, if you do want to check out Native and their new plastic-free deodorants, you can head to the link in my description. Normally, a pack of 3 plastic-free deodorants would cost you $39, but if you use my link and the code MAXI5, ching, you can get it for $26, which is over 33% off. You can also get 20% off of their toothpaste and their body wash. Thank you so much, Native, for sponsoring this video. And before ados are in any way furthered, let's get back to the barn tour. Drum roll. That's a clear shadow. Do forgive me, it is quite echoey in here because there's no furniture. Let us start with this first floor, which hasn't changed too much. Kind of nice when we moved in. I think it was originally the guy's man cave. I probably already said this in my home tour video, but you know. This was the guy's man cave. They added a window there. Obviously, I still need to paint the walls and stuff. I plan to spend a week just painting and making everything look really nice. They added a window there because not only does it let in light, but it will allow me to have an AC unit because it gets warm in here. It's very lovely. I'm really excited for a rainy day. I think it'll be really, really cozy. You can see like our rock wall out there. That's nice. Also added a new window here because the other one was falling apart. That's what it looks like. It is so nice because the other one was hot garbage. Refinished the floor. I stained it all myself. No big deal. Wow. Tell me I did a good job. Validate me. So yeah, this has poly on it right now. That's why we can't move any furniture in there quite yet. Design-wise, I'm really not too sure what I'm gonna do. Really want to focus on storage, easy access to putting things back where they belong and such. So I'm not sure which wall I want to film against, whether it just be this far one or this one over here. Probably this far one, just so I can set up maybe some shelves, set up sort of similar to what I did in my old house and just have like knickknacks and stuff, you know, that people can look at when they're tired of looking at my face. And I did get a table from Wayfair that we were gonna use for a kitchen island, but it's a little too big and chunky for that. So that will probably go here, just so I can do my intros and stuff there and craft and whatnot. Over here, I don't know what else to do. Probably just have a lot of storage for like lighting and, you know, maybe have a sewing machine over here somewhere, a little sewing nook. Over on this wall is where I'll put my fabric stash, I believe. Oh, and also we have a real door now, because before it was a literal flap of plywood. I'd really love to set up sort of a backdrop, interchangeable, and take costume photos and, you know, end product photos, green screen, whatever I need. A bar, maybe I can be extra and make it look like a nice rail. Either I want to be able to pull something down or I want to be able to clip a fabric backdrop or a paper backdrop on top. I can use it whenever I want to and then put them away when I'm not using them. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of potential in here and I'm pretty excited about it. There's a lot of room too. I don't know if you saw before, probably not because I don't think I showed it on camera, but basically this whole thing was costume storage because the attic was disgusting. So I really didn't have any space. I had this area. It is so nice to have, you know, space. You can twirl like Maria or do cartwheels. Oh, I'm too scared. Face your fears. We shouldn't have done it. Pretty basic, pretty much what you may have seen in my house tour, but the big deal is up these stairs that I'm very excited. I'm out of breath from my cartwheel. I'm a true athlete. These stairs are very messy right now because there's like a bunch of plaster. Nick and I have to wash them, paint them, reinforce them because I don't want to fall through into the cursed basement. This is all drywall and plastered. It used to be just exposed wood. It was, you know, really cobwebby and gross and not efficient. I've requested that they keep the beams showing and I think it looks really nice. Just plaster, it needs to be painted, but I really kind of love how that looks. So I think I'm going to attempt to lime wash that. Anyways, let's go up. Go up the stairs. Ta-da! It's warm up here. Yay! This might not seem like a huge deal, but if you saw what it looked like before, ooh-wee! It was just a creepy, gross barn attic before that if you walked here and someone was standing downstairs, the ceiling literally would flex as you walked. That's not good. All reinforced, new floor. This is just like cheap click-in flooring that we had them install. They drywall and plastered all of this and left the beams out really English cottagey and exactly the kind of vibe that I love. Put a new window in there. We requested that this window stay in, which I'm kind of regretting now because it's falling apart. I didn't realize how bad the quality was. That pane right there is just about ready to come out. So we have to be very careful. I think we're gonna try to redo that. Getting a new window here was important again for an AC unit because it It's warm in here. I was not expecting this to look so nice. Thought that this was just gonna be my costume storage and we were just getting it shored up for, you know, insulation and all that kind of stuff. But as they were working on it, definitely had a Squidward moment of, oh no, he's hot. Except, oh no, it's cute. Now I just wanna use this somehow for filming. I just feel like it's such a waste of a nice space if I don't use it. It's nice and it was expensive, so I want to use it. And I really like that we were able to keep the original wood. If you look, it still has all the building hardware, the notch numbers. I thought that was really cool and a little bit of history. One of my favorite parts about buying an old house is that, you know, this barn had a whole life before we even lived here. Yeah, I don't know, just a little bit of, number 2, just history things. I'm not totally positive what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe put costume storage on either side of the window. I just really don't wanna cover any of these beautiful beams, but I feel like I'm gonna have to because otherwise I don't have anywhere to store all of my shit. So realistically, I don't know how, ow! As I was just going to say, I don't know how filming is going to work because the ceiling is slanted and I just bonked my noggin. I just think this is such a nice, cute little corner. I'm gonna figure out how to use it, I swear. The electrician still has to come this week and install all that stuff, and then there's gonna be a fan, a couple sconces, there and there, and then there and there. You know what, we're just gonna crisscross applesauce here. Okay, so now that the tour is complete, I figured we could sit down and chat. I'm just really excited to have this space and so thankful and grateful. For some of you that have been here for a while, I had talked about how I would love a studio, more space to create and make messes. And so that's why I ended up redoing my basement downstairs, because I tried to find studio spaces, art spaces, but they were either booked solid or they were really expensive. So this means so much to me to have not only just one floor, but 2 floors, which is not something I really thought about. This is more space than I ever thought it could have to create, and honestly more than I need, which is very privileged of me to say so, but it's pretty cool. And I'm really excited to make some stuff in here and just go crazy. I'm not sanctioned to just one room of my house. Editing Rachel popping in to add that I'm also excited to start transferring all my stuff and organizing things, because right now, all my crap is everywhere in the house. Yeah, and also just having a big photo backdrop is really gonna help me. Obviously, I've made do over the years. You should have seen the setup that I had before I redid my basement in the old house. Fully MacGyvered things before, but it's nice to have the option to make like a more professional looking one. Not even professional, but something that's easier to set up and take down. I've just been having a ton of fun with cosplay stuff and costuming. I definitely go through waves of existentialism, but not necessarily in a bad way. Existentialism light. More or less just thinking about what I want to do with my life and why I'm here and what I like to do. Of course, YouTube is number 1 on that list. I love what I do. I love making videos for you all. When I'm not making videos, I am thinking of new ideas. Absolutely love YouTube. That's not going away. But it is my job, and so I have been thinking of things that I could do outside of YouTube and that could really be fulfilling to me. Finally, starting to tackle some of the goals I've had for a while. Talked about some of this before. One of my big goals for 2020 before, you know, one of those goals is joining the Rebel Legion, a Star Wars guild. Very strict one. They give you a screen accurate guideline of the costume that you need to follow in order to be accepted. And so for a while, my goal has been to do a senatorial gown for Leia. Did I put it off for 3 years? You darn tootin' I did. Mainly because I was really scared of failing. I just wanted to make sure I did a good job. After years of putting it off, My Leia gown is complete. Took me a few weeks on and off. You know, that dress looks very, very simple, but ooh, she's complicated. I finally know what Avril Lavigne was singing about. Why you gotta make things so complicated? So now all I have to do is take some pictures with the full garb on and the hair, the makeup, send it off, and really, really hope that I did a good enough job where I get accepted. So if I am accepted, I'm not positive what happens. Rebel Legion does a lot of like conventions and parades and charity stuff. Another goal of mine is to do charity events and hospital visits and stuff. I don't know if children's hospitals are taking visitors quite yet, but another thing I plan to do is retake some pictures of my Wonder Woman, maybe redo my Belle dress. I've always wanted to do more with cosplay and make character appearances and, you know, take on the persona of the character that I'm dressed as for an event or something. As someone who always wanted to be a Disney princess in the parks growing up, but was too tall and didn't want to move to Florida. So this is sort of, you know, my version of that. I find that what I love doing, and that goes along with YouTube, is making people happy, be it a kid or whoever, in costume, you know, as their favorite character. In addition to YouTube, it's just something that I think would really, really help me feel more fulfilled. Like I'm making a difference, I guess. The news that I'm not sure I'm supposed to tell you, but they didn't say not to. I am going to be a cosplay guest at Fan Expo Boston this summer. That is another goal off of my bucket list. I'm really, really excited and also really, really nervous because one of the requirements is that you have to either host a panel or like be part of a panel. So that kind of makes me want to throw up. The reason I am a YouTuber is so I don't have to do public speaking. I don't really do a lot of meetups, so I feel like this is a good way to meet just a bunch of people and I'm just in this centralized location and they can come see me if they want to see me. That's the big news. Also have merch in the works, more sustainable merch. My friend Epi and I, which I have been wearing her stuff in a few of my videos lately. So basically what she does is thrifts items and then screen prints on them. They're always top notch. I am working with her to bring you guys a limited release of merch. So unfortunately it is going to be kind of a first come first served basis and it's not as accessible as a normal merch website, but I feel a little bit better about it. You know, these items are thrifted, you're giving them a second life, and I think it would be fun because each one is unique. On sort of an unrelated note, I have been wanting to try out shorts on this channel. Basically, it's YouTube's solution to Reels and TikToks. And I do have a lot of fun making short form skits, and I figured it'd be a good way to add some diverse content onto the channel. And if you don't feel like watching a long video, you can watch a short tutorial that doesn't really constitute a whole 20-minute video. I can just throw it up there, or if I have a funny skit that's just living in my brain rent-free, I can charge it rent. And by that, I mean make it and post it. Anyways, that's probably not important, but I figured on top of my normal, almost weekly content, I can have just extra stuff that I throw in every now and then. I don't know that I have a schedule for that yet, but I guess as YouTubers say, you can click the notification bell, if that even works. Those might be kind of sporadic here and there. Yeah, is that about it for updates? I think so. Other than that, I'm just, you see me most weeks, so that's usually what I'm up to. Other than that, I've just been trying to fill my weekends with friends and family, and hopefully Nick and I will have some time to take a vacation this summer, but I don't know. This summer is pretty busy, so anyway, enough blathering. I just wanted to update you on where I've been at and that kind of stuff. So very excited to start making content in here and start decorating it. Once again, this is all thanks to you guys watching my videos. Thank you for sticking around if you've been here a while, and thank you for trying me out if you're new. I don't know. Thank you so much, Native, for sponsoring this video. Once again, I am going to go back in the house because it's hot in here. I love you whether you're new or old to this channel. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, feel free to subscribe. I upload most Fridays. And we have fun here. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Where's my bucket?
Are you ready? Here we go.
It's freaking
can do it, man. I'm trying to get up these stairs in a long skirt. Difficult, difficult, lemon difficult. Whew. Okay, I did it. So you're proud of me. Tell me why I am out of breath just going up those stairs. Tell me why. Oh, I'm sweating. It's freaking hot in here. Look at how handsome he is. Wow.